First time RVers, how is everyone? Well, we're finally here. 5.5 hour drive. We left about 6 o'clock this morning. Check-in time here is noon, so we wanted to get here as soon as possible. We are at, here, let me show you. The Ridge Outdoor Resort in Sevierville. We'll show you around more later. It was actually a church at first, and it was bought and turned into an RV park, so it's pretty new. They're still doing a lot of construction out there. We'll take a look around tomorrow maybe. We are here for a whole week. We're excited. This is our first week trip in the camper in a long time, so we're pretty excited. We're going to do Dollywood, things like that. So we just got finished playing basketball, and let me tell you, I am out of shape. Boy, am I tired. I think we're gonna just sit outside. It is close to 5 o'clock. We're gonna have dinner soon, sit outside, relax by the fire, and start our week tomorrow morning. Let's take a walk over to the fridge. So what we have today. Oop, it's down here today. It's because I put it in at home. I didn't want them to fall off. But we got Aviator Brewing Company Pumpkin Beast, which is like an ale. And then we have another Aviator, October Beast. I think Dawn's gonna try the Pumpkin Beast. I'm gonna open up an October Beast. Maybe we'll switch, I don't know, let's see. So how is it?
Doesn't have a pumpkin flavor, and I miss the brown sugar cinnamon rim.
Since we're here for a week, we brought our hammock and we got ourselves something new. A propane fire pit. It actually throws off a lot of heat, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So surprisingly, I look over here and for the first time, Dawn here has opened up a second beer. Usually she doesn't drink at all, let alone have one. So she opened up a second one. I was kind of surprised. Then I come and sit down. It's because she took so long to drink the first one that it got warm, so she won't finish it. So there's about a third left in this can. So I'll move it over to my spot. All right, well, it's first evening here. It's a balmy 63. You can see I'm kind of dressed warm. Just brought the golf cart over. We are gonna try out the pool. No, it's way too cold for that. We're gonna get in the hot tub. Sunday evening, the sun's setting, it's beautiful. Sitting in the hot tub. Dawn's gonna pay Madison money if she jumps into the pool, but she's too afraid to do it.
No, I'm not. Hey, I'm not afraid to do it.
She said she's gonna do it. Nope, she's in. I don't know if the sunset is pretty on camera as it is in person, but it's beautiful out there. Look at Madison. She's in there, I cannot believe it. It's heated, but they said it's only heated to 70 degrees, so that's not really a lot. She just went under. She's bigger than I am. There's no way I would do that. So we'll probably stay in the hot tub for a half hour or so, head back to the camper, go to sleep, get started again in the morning. Good morning. Decided to head to Dollywood today. What we've heard, it's not packed at all because of COVID. Got to wear a mask and they're doing precautions like usual, but that's all right. We'll enjoy ourselves the best we can. It's going to be in the 70s today and 50s this evening, so it should be a good day. Look at the size of these pumpkins. They got, I guess, who grew them and how many pounds they are. Look at this one. This one might be the biggest one here. 1,371 pounds. Oh, I'm mistaken. There's more over here. Look at that. Shows you how big that pumpkin is. 1,507 pounds. That bad boy's almost as big as me. Look how hungry these guys are. They're huge. So if you believe this, I'm using my phone most of the time because I left all the stuff for my GoPro at home. I usually have it in a backpack with my drone and everything I use for filming. But for some reason I took the little black box out for the GoPro. So all I got is the GoPro, one battery. That one battery doesn't last long, so a lot of this filming's gonna go on the old Note 9 here. Maddie and Dawn just went into the Tennessee tornado. And I'm glad I got to skip this one because there is a loop-de-loo there. Alright, well Maddie got me suckered into it. Thought I was going to get away without having to do it.
It's really fun.
We are on the
Rockin'
rockin'
We're
roadway.
still grooving. Remain seated and help will be on the
There's
way.
Maddie and Dawn down there.
Maddie, wait. Oh my God, Mom.
And a beautiful day it is driving this fancy car. Holy moly. What a jolly old time. I don't care what anyone says. Life's good. We're going to do a quick walkthrough of the Great Pumpkin Illuminates. And then we'll probably head back to the camper for the evening. Get ready for tomorrow. Here's a big old self-playing guitar. Of course, they got the smoke and fog going. There's the forest of lights. Good morning. Well, we were out all night last night. We left about 8:30 in the morning. At Dollywood all day long, got home close to 11, so we just hit the sack. Woke up nice and refreshed today. We'll probably hang out at the campsite for a while. It's beautiful out, and we may go do something later on this afternoon. Just came from lunch at the Blue Moose. Pretty good. Wings and burgers. We're gonna head over to the island here now. Dawn wanted me to remind you it was a recommendation from a local who actually stopped us because he saw Madison's t-shirt and saw that we were from the Raleigh area of North Carolina, where he was from. He moved here about 5 years ago when he retired, so thank you for that recommendation. It was great. It's another resorty kind of area. Got the fountains here that dance to music. Big Ferris wheel. Late afternoon, early evening. Came back to the camper to relax some. Dawn's on her
I'm laying in the
hammock.
I brought my hammock.
Talking to someone from work, even though we're on a week's vacation. Decided to take a trip to Townsend, Tennessee, Cades Cove. It's part of the Smoky Mountain National Forest. We're on like a scenic loop. It's a one-way road here. It's supposed to be a lot of pretty scenes and rivers and a lot of wildlife and stuff. So that's what we're doing now. Nice pictures of the mountains in the background. Here comes another opening here. And there's some historic landmarks and things like that. We're going to pull off here actually right now. So our first stop here is the John Oliver cabin. It's about a quarter-mile hike through the woods down here, or you can go through that field there. I didn't get a chance to read about it yet because we're trying to keep our distance from everyone. So other people were reading it, but I'll figure out who John Oliver is here soon. So here it is. This is as basic as it gets for a cabin. And there is a bat hanging right there. Madison. Maddie. You want to see the bat hanging right here?
It's not a bat. Oh my god.
That is a bat. There's a very small, tight, steep staircase to get upstairs. Maddie and I are going to head up to the second floor.
Oh my god. I'm looking up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't.
Very crude.
Wait, let me come on.
So John Oliver is not anyone important, but he did build this cabin in the early 1800s. They're not sure exactly when, but they know it's one of the oldest structures within the Great Smoky Mountains. I don't know if you can see the cabin back there. Look at that view they had every morning. Is that not gorgeous? It's an old Baptist church organized in 1827. So here you go, guys. That's the grave site of John Oliver and his wife who owned that cabin. They're the first permanent white settlers of Cades Cove, 1817. He was born in 1793. If you do decide to come to Cades Cove here and take this scenic loop, it's about 11 miles long. It's one way. Lots of places like here to pull off, but you can see it gets trafficy. So this 11 miles could easily take you an hour or more to get through, especially if you plan on stopping. You guys remember The Sound of Music? Here's where that opening was filmed. All right, so it's not. I guess this would be the American version of it. But look at that. Great Smoky Mountains. Beautiful, isn't it? Maddie was mad at us because we wouldn't play football with her, so she figured this one out. What's his name again?
Bunjo.
Maddie's got a new friend named Bunjo.
Emily, if you're watching this, you're not my friend anymore. Oh, hey. She's not my best friend anymore, Bunjo is.
Maddie, why do you like Bunjo?
Because he never gets tired.
Because he never gets tired. Heading out on a little walk this evening and caught this beautiful sunset behind the mountains there. Maddie's a little upset because she asked Bungie to go for a walk with us and he said no. And conveniently enough, right across the street is a Sweet Frog frozen yogurt and a coffee shop.